Coming up this week on the OK Bloomer podcast.
Six gets into a relationship with a married ex-convict who is 10 years older than her.
And is Ross Geller.
What happened to Six during the 4 days that Blossom was in Paris?
That is a great question, actually. I never even thought about that.
Yeah. Blossom was gone for like 4 days, and Six is like an alcoholic who's dating a guy who's 10 years older than her while she's in high school.
Don't know about the future. Don't.
They don't care about the future, because they live it in the past. Sal and Curtis taking all 5 seasons of Blossom to task. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll be weak in the knees. This show's got more range than this on the keys. Only gal in the house, and that's how she goes. One brother was a junkie, and the other one was. Weekly lessons coming fast in the Russo flat. Blossom's teenage girl problems are as big as her hat. So take your opinionations and make them shine. It's the OK Bloomer podcast, and it's about damn time.
Don't know. Don't know. Don't know.
We're recording.
In 3, 2, 1. It's the OK Bloomer podcast. We're back another week. That sounded official. I gave it the TV voice. In a world where podcast boredom is about to be broken through, it's the OK Bloomer podcast with Curtis Anderson, Sal Accardo, the Phenom on the ones and twos in the booth. I'm still reeling from the Christmas episode 2 weeks ago. That was like our masterpiece. I think if this show ever takes off, it'll be because of that one. I mean, takes off more, right? If the bots jump back on, it'll be because of that one.
Man.
And it kind of changed the way I thought about these viewers. I mentioned that last week too. I'm watching this through a different lens now. Not only am I watching them think about wrapping it up, because I swear they didn't think they were going to do a 5th season. I feel like they're throwing a whole bunch of unused storylines at us at once to wrap it up. But we are plowing our way through the 4th season like Nick Russo plows his women, just like nonstop. Let's go. Let's get it done. On to the next one. That's the energy of this podcast as we revisit the Russo house one more time this week. Sal, what's up?
Not much, man. So we're coming off of the holidays. We had a killer episode, man. Yeah, as you said, it was an hour and 45 minutes of just shooting the shit. We had Phenom in front of the camera.
We had Gary Nickel himself, the founder of the Dufferin Avenue Media Network, riding levels in there.
Also, if I can jump in for a second, this is our first episode of the new year.
Yeah.
Happy 2026. This is going
Hey,
out
happy
the
New
3rd.
Year. All right.
Feels so different.
All right. I know. We're firing through this, man. We've been back at this for what, almost a year now?
Yeah. So going back, 33 years? 93? Is that right? That can't be right. Is that right? That's right, isn't it? 33? We're going back to 1993, 33 years ago.
We sure are. Yeah. What do we got?
I don't like that. Phenom?
This week, Season 4, Episode 7, Six and Sonny. Directed by Bill Bixby, written by J.J. Wall. First aired on October 11th, 1993 to 20.3 million viewers. Disney Plus says...
Remember that... Oh, sorry.
Oh, go for it.
I was going to say, remember that date for later, October 11th, 1993.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Continue. My apologies.
Disney Plus says, Six falls for an older guy. Anthony and Vinny try to pirate cable. IMDb says, Six gets into a relationship with a married ex-convict who is 10 years older than her. Meanwhile, Joey writes a letter to the president. TVDB says, Blossom is horrified to learn that Six is dating a married ex-con 10 years her senior. Meanwhile, Joey gets a letter from the president asking for his advice, and Vinny and Anthony set up an illegal cable hookup.
Read the middle one again.
Which one?
The middle one, I think.
Six gets into a relationship with a married ex-convict who is 10 years older than her.
And is Ross Geller.
Yeah, no mention of that in any of the three of them.
Love that.
Yeah.
I was so excited to see that. Spoiler alert, I had to jump ahead. I was like...
that's great.
All right.
All right.
That was it.
Well,
Let's go. Let's start.
They had to mention Phyllis Diller by name, but not Ross.
Yeah, that is weird. Well, to be fair, at the time that this came out, which is why I said remember the date, David Schwimmer was a nobody. So, If
Uh,
these synopses were written at the time, he wouldn't have been mentioned.
I honestly thought that Friends was older than Blossom. I did not know that.
no, little brother.
You are incorrect, sir.
Mm,
A Blossom episode with one of the cast of Friends. Like, we're getting close. We're closing that
Yeah.
gap between the early and
Yeah.
the mid 90s, right?
It's true. It's
All right,
true.
right off the bat, no cold open. Phenom asks if I want to skip the intro, and I do not. God, I don't. We are going Corel Draw. It's the Russo kids, and there's a letter from Bill Clinton to Zoe.
I wrote
Joey.
I wrote Corel Draw with some killer sax, bro. Man, the sax in this intro is just, they've really stepped it up this season, and I just want to, whoever is in the music department on this season, I just want them to know I appreciate it.
All right. I think Phenom probably appreciated it too, as a fellow sax man.
Yeah,
It's
well,
true.
he actually plays.
They
the
both
sax,
they both
and I'm just an
studied
admirer.
under Phil Bernard at the Julian.
this guy hates
Julian?
jazz.
I hate
so-
jazz. Sal, I hate jazz. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow. Oh my God.
I hate. I'll go. Okay. I cannot. I get. It's just a wall of sound. And then they're like, pay special attention to Samantha there on the oboe. She studied for 6 years in the Vancouver School of Music under one Elliot Girard. And I'm like, I don't care. This means nothing to me. I don't. And then it all sounds the same. It's just like, I don't get it.
Oh,
And
but
I
you,
think I just don't understand
You have
music
more
theory.
respect for. Yeah. Okay.
I just it doesn't I guess, like I said, maybe it's me and I'm dumb. I'm like, children write 3-chord songs and make millions of dollars, okay, and they're catchy, and I just don't this doesn't click with me, just this wall of sound, and I don't know why
Yeah.
people go so crazy for it, because I don't find it pleasing to my ears.
Yeah. Real musicians.
Fair.
Give me all that shit that's out there.
But they're
Fuck
like
those real musicians
they're
working
like-
hard and training and going to school for their craft.
For sure. I get that, and I know it's me, but they're like the music nerds. It's like,
Yeah.
you're too good at something.
Okay.
You have all the theory and none of the charisma. So what are we doing here?
You want charisma in your music.
Well, you
Okay,
do. Don't
gotcha.
you become a musician to like get girls? These guys went on a weird.
Not everybody. Not everybody.
Yeah. I didn't think I was gonna. I just shot a jazz concert, and again, nice people, amazing musicians. But it was like, it was a Christmas concert, and I was so excited. It's like I got paid to do this, and then it was just like
Right.
their jazz takes on classics. I'm like, why can't you just do like a kick-ass full symphony Jingle Bells? It would change my life. But it has to just be like
Right.
a jingle bells, jingle bells, a jingle
right,
all
well,
the
if we're
way.
talking- If we're talking that kind of jazz, then yeah. All right.
Well, I don't know. Why can't you use that big music brain of yours and just make good music? I'm sorry. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this. It's like Bob
Alright.
Ross. It's like Bob Ross being like, I'm just going to do a paint by number today. I'm going to take my talent and I'm going to use it in the lowest common denominator ever.
I don't even know what to do with
The
this.
wound
man.
is fresh, Sal. The wound is fresh. And I
Apparently
apologize to
so.
all my jazz musicians. I know there's a place for it. I'm so glad there's paid gigs out there and people. It was sold out. Sold out. So, again, clearly
Right.
it's me. Clearly it's me. Am I covering my mic? No, it's here. I'm all out of sorts now. I'm sorry. I've been
All right,
living
why
this
don't
for a
we
few
move on?
days.
Why don't we
I'm
move
living
on?
this for a few days, and I just don't get it. I was so excited for
Okay.
this shoot, and then I can't, and now I hear, I've got like PTSD because I hear good Christmas music, and I just think back to when they were trying to like sing it out of tune and off key.
All right, man. I'll let you have this one. I'll let you have it. Let's get into the episode here.
It feels like
So-
I should be gearing up for the synopsises, but I've already done them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We're in the episode, and
I'm in it.
you've taken us on a very you've taken a real hard left here.
And then the guy at the trumpet has the like plunger and it goes on for like 3 minutes. Like, who likes this? Who wants this? Who asked for the plunger trumpet solo? It doesn't end. Sometimes I snap
Just
awake
give me
and
the
I feel
saxophone.
I feel like
All
I'm
I
still
want is the
there.
saxophone.
There was no
All right.
saxophone. There was no
Well,
saxophone.
then I'm out. I'm out, bro. I'm out. All right. So we get too many cooks. Tony and Joey in the living room. Blossom walks in so casually, telling Joey that he has a letter from Bill Clinton. What?
Also in the credits, co-producer Jonathan fucking Schmock.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
Yeah. Joey,
Letter-
Whoa, this is amazing. So Joey thinks that Bill Clinton, excuse me, is Ed McMahon, which I thought was pretty funny. He thought he was going to show up to the house and give him $1 million.
That's pretty funny. Topical.
Yeah.
Ed McMahon
Yeah.
used to be like a sitcom punching bag, which was great.
True.
I wrote a letter from Clinton. Joey opens it up and, hey Joey, what's the deal with Rhonda Joe?
Yeah. I would like Rhonda Joe to come to the White House.
Maybe she could stop on by. Speaking of
So, yeah,
saxophone,
this-
Bill Clinton,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, right?
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Love the saxophone. See this guy noodling on the Christmas Carol? See, he did it. That's what it was.
Yeah. I love how he had that queued up.
It's just in the computer now. Here we go.
I ruined it. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's-
All right, moving on.
Move on.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is absolutely gonna just be saved in the computer now from now on,
Nice.
just in case.
I
What's
I
that
don't
Rhonda
know.
Joe doing?
I don't know what this storyline is, but somebody needs to put the JJ Wall card at the back of the deck, and maybe don't bring him up again. Yeah. So Bill Clinton has randomly selected Joey to help him be more in touch with the American people. Like what is this storyline? So and then Blossom makes a joke about like, what does he want to know from Joey? Like, what's better, the Whopper or the Big Mac? And Joey goes, please, the Whopper. And I go, hell yeah, I agree 100%. Big Mac is so superior.
What?
That's all I got.
Sorry, were you disagreeing or agreeing? with
No, I
Joey?
was agreeing with Joey, man. The Big Mac is superior to the Whopper.
Didn't he say Whopper was better?
He was like,
He said Big Mac?
well, she was like, oh, what's better, the Whopper or the Big Mac? He goes, please, the Whopper, as in like the Whopper sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You really threw me for a loop there.
Yeah. So
You
now
want to go off on the Whopper? Do it, Sal. Tell me how much you hate the Whopper. It's your
I mean,
jazz
I don't-
music.
I don't
It's
hate-
your jazz
I don't
music.
hate the
God, the
Whopper.
pickles.
Yeah,
the
do you
lettuce.
get pickles?
I mean-
Do you get cheese? Do you get bacon?
Whopper
Tomato
on
on
the
or get it
Whopper.
off?
No, what? No pickles for me.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, I don't hate the Whopper, but the Big Mac is far superior.
Is it that extra
Um,
bun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Secret sauce. It's better. I have
Secret
trust.
sauce is mayo in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Hey,
goes
man.
nowhere.
Hey man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But yeah, now this stupid storyline, Joey has to write a letter back to Bill Clinton.
This is like spam in 1993. Bill Clinton's not
Yeah.
writing teenagers, not male
Yeah.
ones anyway.
Yeah. So if we're ready to move on, Six and Blossom are setting out the floor mattress. Her mom apparently just dumped Six on the Russos without asking
Yeah.
to like stay at their place for a few days. And then Six starts telling the story about how she met a guy at the oil change place named Sonny. He hits on her by using poetry and telling her that her eyes are like oil shining in the light or something like that. Yeah, Blossom starts asking what she knows about this guy, and Six starts giving the intel pre-internet, like everything she knows about this guy that she did research on without the internet, which I thought was pretty funny.
I don't know what they would have
Uh,
done.
Yeah, He's way out of high school. He's been working full time at this business, except for when he was in jail. And then Blossom starts telling her about what a horrible idea this is.
Fair.
Yeah.
I said they're setting up a bed on the floor, and I was watching this. You know how my house, we celebrate Christmas a week early,
Yes.
just us. So
Yeah.
I was watching it this night after we'd celebrated Christmas. That was when I watched this one, and I said they're setting up a floor bed for a sleepover, and this is a twist. 6 is sober, and I'm drunk.
Yeah, you did the old switcheroo. there.
Yeah, we get
Oh,
6 fast talking about how she met an older man, and we learn this guy's way older. He's been in jail, and I said, I mean, this tracks even back in 1993 for like what girls are attracted to, right? Like, oh, he's in jail. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I mean that like facetiously. 6 looks insanely skinny here. Did you notice that? Like Jenna
No.
Von Oy, she was like a toothpick. So she mustn't be pounding like Heineken or, must be light beer if she's drinking daily.
It's gotta be the. She's on the Coors Light.
Because when I was drinking daily, man, I was not that skinny. Yeah, Coors Light, exactly. What's the big beer? The big thick beer. The big
Guinness?
famous. Yes, damn it! I was trying to make a Guinness joke for like the last minute. She's clearly not
Ah.
drinking Guinness. Let me tell you about jazz music. He's 26. Blossom says he's so old. I bet he has albums, and boy, that didn't age well. That came back around. Hey,
No. Yeah.
this guy
no, it
sounds
did not.
this guy sounds awesome because he has albums. I'll have you know. Okay. He's a mechanic, and Blossom asks what 6's mom thinks, and 6 says, well, she thinks her car is running better than ever now. I thought that was great.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I
Yep.
like that line.
All right, let's go to Anthony and Vinny hanging out.
Yeah, before that, 6 asks Blossom if she wants to meet Sonny, and she says, yeah, so I can identify him in court. Which
Yeah,
I thought
that's
was a
good
pretty
stuff.
funny line.
Yep.
All right, here we go. The new Phoebe and Chandler pairing of the week. We get Tony and Vinny hanging out. Yeah, Tony's pacing around the living room saying they're going to miss the fight of the year because they don't have cable. And Vinny suggests bootlegging cable, and suddenly I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in a Vinny storyline. He suggests running a cable and splitting it off somebody else's. And I was like, yeah, you could totally just done that back in the day.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, well done. Yeah, and then there's like a joke here where he's like, paying for TV, not in the America I voted for. I was like, that's pretty funny. And then Joey does this like whole rant about like how they're going to be justified in stealing cable, which I thought was really funny. And then they leave the house together by Vinny saying, give me the Playboy channel or give me death.
I need to point out this was the exact moment that the Phenom looked at me and said, it's too bad Sal got Disney Plus because I bet you he would have enjoyed this piracy episode.
Yeah, man. This
How
was
you
like,
watch
I
the
would-
first 3 seasons of this show on
I was all
Afghanistani
in.
TV.
I was all in
You
on
were
this
like,
stuff.
Guys, the pirate shows. Come on.
Yeah.
There's one scene or this one shot of Vinny sideways on the couch, and I swear to God, I cannot tell where Vinny's shirt ends and the couch starts. There's just like it looks like an AI picture. There's this pattern that starts at his shoulder and goes all the way down like by his jeans and into the couch, and I stared at that like
Yeah.
I stared at that for a good 30 seconds, trying to get my brain to figure it out. It was like one of those old 90s like eye puzzles where I saw an alligator after a while. I stared at it long enough. That's what
Oh,
it
there's a
was called.
spaceship in there. Yeah, the 3D eye puzzles or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Vinny and Anthony hanging out is fun to explore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird combination that I don't think has happened yet. Them
But
one-on-one.
we're reminded that Vinny's from the wrong side of the tracks, and he knows how to pirate cable.
Right.
And this again, I mentioned this. I jumped ahead last episode and talked about this episode. Like, this is how you write that character. You can't make him suddenly like this.
It's a good guy. Yeah.
like they went too far with like the bad boy persona off the top and then
Right.
walked it back. And I like enough time has passed that we've kind of forgotten about.
Now he's just being quirky and
Yeah,
bootlegging
now
cable and
now
stuff.
he's just like that guy that's dating your sister. That's like, yeah, I can get you cable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love this Vinny.
No, that's
know?
fair. That's fair. They really did dial it back on him and
Yeah.
start making him more likable.
Because when we first saw him, he was like, oh, he slept with like 200 women and he like had all like just the worst traits, the male traits, right? And then we just
Right.
kind of like slowly over time forgot about that, and
Yeah.
now he's
Yeah.
now it's working.
Okay.
We moving
So
on. Joey's writing Clinton.
Joey's writing his letter to Bill Clinton, and he wants to exchange pictures with him so he can put a face to the name, which is Joey not knowing who the president is actually like really funny today. And then here's where everything came to a screeching halt for me.
Hold
because
on, before you go. He asks for is this where you're going? He asks for pictures of the women from the White House, and I could just see Bill Clinton going,
Well, that's not so much what I had to say about it. He specifically asked for pictures of girls in the White House pool, and I put, yeesh, that is timely. Because there are some pictures that, at the time of filming this, there are some pictures that came out this week of Bill Clinton in a pool.
yeah, is that why you told me to remember the date?
No, but
Oh, okay.
no,
Well, explain.
that
Keep
comes up.
going.
Well, there's been a bunch of pictures that dropped this week with certain files that have come out.
Right.
And there's
Okay.
there's a bunch of Bill Clinton in pools and hot tubs with girls and their faces blurred out.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant at this time when this show dropped, that was like a direct shot.
Oh, no.
Where like there were
No.
pictures of like Clinton with the ladies in the pool or something.
No,
Okay, that makes
I'm
more
talking
sense.
about
Yeah.
talking about the Epstein Files.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm sure
Which
there were
was,
pictures of Bill Clinton in the pool with women from the White House in '93 as well. But
I'm sure there was.
that's
I'm sure there
crazy.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Joey's writing a letter back to the president. Again, this storyline is just what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ready to move on to the next part?
Well, he
this,
asks Clinton to fire some of his teachers, which I thought was really funny too.
Oh, I
Asking
didn't
the
catch
president
that.
to, that's how he ends. After he asks for pictures of the White House ladies, and he starts listing teachers that he wishes the president would fire. And we move
That's
on.
pretty funny.
Sal, we meet Sonny.
Yeah, but before that, Blossom and Six are at the Max.
They're at the what?
They're at the Max from Saved by the Bell. Did you see this place?
Yes. Oh my God, that's totally where they were.
Yeah. But yeah, Sonny comes in, and it's Ross Geller.
It's Ross Geller.
Yeah, he is way into Six with poetry and other like that. He turns out he went to jail for knowingly modifying stolen cars. He blames it on he was being young and naive. And I was like, what's the catch here? Like, are we supposed to hate this guy or are we supposed to like this guy?
I couldn't tell either.
he's
I just liked when Blossom was like, "So why were you in prison?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Pivot."
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So, yeah, he's like way into bonsai trees. He learned how to take care of them in jail. And I wrote from Mr. Miyagi.
And shout out to Adan Lemoose, who was an extra in the background. I don't know if you noticed Adan. Bryn was in one. A couple mutual friend Adan and Bryn from your time in Saskatoon working on the stripped down music show. All these kids have appeared as extras in episodes of Blossom. I swear, it looks exactly like him in this scene.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Blossom straight up is like, I don't think you're the right guy for Six. He starts saying all these phrases but like getting them wrong. And I was like, so like, is this guy supposed to be just full of and Six is buying it? Yeah. So he leaves and Blossom's like, all right, well, at least the good thing here is that he's really good to you. And Six drops the bomb here. She goes, yeah, he's not just great to me. He's also great to his wife and kids.
And that wasn't played off for jokes, but I laughed real hard. And then I realized, oh, that's not an audience laugh part. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, and this is where I wrote, like, what happened to Six during the 4 days that Blossom was in Paris? Like,
that is a great question, actually. I never even thought about that.
Yeah. Blossom was gone for like 4 days, and Six is like an alcoholic who's dating a guy who's 10 years older than her while she's in high school.
Do you think Jenna Von Oy brings this episode up daily, like how she worked opposite of Ross.
I don't know. I
Like,
mean, I
what's
would.
it? But what would that have been like in Hollywood? Like, legit question. I'm not making fun of her. Like, for someone like Jenna Von Oy, whose career, I guess she had that second sitcom we learned on the Christmas episode after this, the Petersons or whatever, that I didn't know about. But someone who,
Yeah.
for all, she went on and just kind of had a normal life, to be that close to like one of the biggest stars of the 90s, to just, have that one
Not
off.
yet he wasn't, though. Not
No,
yet
but
he
to
wasn't.
go on to, you know what I mean? I don't know. If I was Jenna Von Oy, I'd be like that. Yeah, I should have. It was like we had a Royal Rumble. I think you were gone by then, and Brock Andrews, remember that guy? Great dude,
Yep.
local artist, was sitting at the Royal Rumble right beside Ewan from the Sheepdogs, and then like
Right.
a couple months later, the Sheepdogs like won the whole Rolling Stone, and I remember Brock Andrews like kind of jokingly goes, I should have spent more time making casual conversation with that guy. And I wonder if that's
I was
like
there
kind
for
of
that
the.
one, yeah.
I kind of wonder if that's like the same thing with Jenna Von Oy, where she was like, it's another day, another like random extra they pulled in that I'm never gonna, probably see again. I wonder if she's like, man, I totally should have like had coffee after the show, after the taping, like he asked me to, but I was like, nah, I'm busy.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
What life could have been like. She could have got the part of Phoebe. She played her cards right. Who knows? We'll never
If
know.
only.
We'll never
only.
know.
All right. So we
When
get
she does, though, when she does do the wife thing, we get the longest Corel draw freeze frame in history. That like 7 seconds going into commercial break. It went on forever.
I love the Corel draw that we get coming back, where it's just Nick sniffing a pot in the kitchen when they're cooking something.
He sniffed worse in the kitchen.
Yeah, reference the last episode. Yeah, so Blossom has to tell him something, and Nick's reaction here is funny, where he's like, you just tell me who did what, and I'll figure out how to punish Joey. Which is pretty good.
This scene was so good.
I liked it a lot. Yeah. So Blossom's telling Nick about Sonny, and then Nick's basically like, how bad is he compared to Vinny?
Yeah, she's like,
And
what
he
are you
was like-
talking about? You're dating a scumbag too. Like, what
Yeah.
are you doing, girl?
Yeah. But yeah, he's like, he's 10 years older, separated with kids, and he's been to jail. And then Nick's like, well, you and Vinny officially have my blessing. He's like, so
I kind of wish he went harder on her in this. Like, oh,
You think
don't
so, eh?
approve of her boyfriend. Oh, holy cow! Have a seat.
yeah.
I kind
Yeah.
of wanted him, but he was good. He was a good dad. This
Yeah,
this
but then
scene was great
I didn't
between
get
the two.
this line here where she's like, oh, so you're not going to let Six go out with this guy? And he's like, I wouldn't let Queen Latifah go out with this guy. I was like, all right, I don't understand the reference there, but sure. And then Nick grabs the phone off the wall and hands it to Blossom and goes, call Vinny and tell him I love him.
Yeah. They went the other way with that, where like Vinny doesn't look bad now. Where I don't know. I would have done the like Blossom. You don't like somebody's boyfriend. You're concerned about who Six is dating. Like, get bent.
Right. Right.
But good on him. That's probably more in character with Nick, because he always does put his kids first. So
right.
We go to Blossom's room. There's a chair in the middle of the room. There's a giant chair. Looks like Cherry from Pee-wee's Playhouse. And Blossom's sitting in it. Six is going through a closet. Nick comes in and starts grilling Six. And Blossom forgot her pants. She's walking around in boxer shorts. Very disturbing.
Did not catch that. Catch that.
She's walking around in boxers.
Yeah, Nick starts pulling the dad on Six. And like, she knows right away that Blossom obviously like spilled the beans here.
He's practically her dad at this point.
I mean, I guess so, yeah. She's been abandoned by her own parents.
And he's banging her mom.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I forgot about that. Yeah, so Blossom just like leaves the room, and he's having like a heart-to-heart with Six here. And Nick basically says like, you can't go out with this guy. I'm not going to let you. Your mom doesn't know about it. And he's going to confront Sonny. And I was like, this is just wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, not her kid, not his kid, but whatever. Yeah, Blossom comes back in the room after Nick leaves and apologizes to Six for like outing this whole thing. And then she just starts overly piling on about how horribly Six f***ed up. Yeah, so.
And then she cuts him off and she's like, Blossom, no one else has said they loved me. And it's like a weird record scratch moment.
Yeah.
That's 2 weeks in a row. That was like when the rabbi and Joey were talking, and he's like, Joey, you can have sex with whoever you want. And he was like,
Yeah.
it was one of those like, what? Why is this a? I don't know. But before that, when Nick was like, I can't let you go out with him tonight, and I said, why? He's a paleontologist and he knows karate.
Unagi.
And then I said, was this while he and Rachel were on a break, or were they broken up? I can't remember.
Well done.
Yes.
Well done tying it all in.
Yeah. We're
Joey's writing his letter in
Yeah.
his room. He's finishing it up. In conclusion, a word about cable TV. He's saying everybody should have free cable to see naked women on it. And he was like, it might not appeal to a guy like you. And I was like, no, that would very much appeal to
It
a
very
guy
much.
like Bill
All I
Clinton.
know about Clinton is that he likes that.
Yeah,
That
and I was
my
like-
note.
And I was like, right here, while Joey's like writing the end of this letter, you could literally splice in real pictures of Bill Clinton that are super relevant right now.
Yeah. Anthony and Vinny are watching pirated cable.
Yeah, they
And,
successfully spliced the cable and they watched the big boxing match. And then Vinny's the one that's like, all right, we should go put everything back before your dad finds out. And Tony wants to keep watching, and I'm assuming he's watching the Playboy channel here. He's talking about naked women, and then take it away. This was great.
There's a
I
knock
loved
at the
this.
door. Vinny answers the door, and it's Sonny. And of course, these two scumbags know each other. Like, of course they
Yeah.
do.
Well, before that happens, you missed it. Joey comes running down the stairs with his finished letter that he had just written to Bill Clinton about free cable so that he could see naked women on TV. And as he's running down the stairs, he sees the TV, and his reaction here is hilarious when he's like looking down at the letter. He's like, I love the president of the United States. Because he thinks that his letter like already worked.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yeah. So he runs out the door, and then there's a knock at the door, and it's Sonny, and Vinny happens to know him.
Of course he does, because they're both scumbags, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Nick brings Sonny into the kitchen for a
Yeah.
one-on-one.
It's really funny though, like when Nick comes in and Vinny's there at the door, and he's like, "Oh, this is Sonny. He's going out with 6, but I have nothing to do with it."
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
And then you think about Ted Wass sharing this scene with Ross Geller, and that's got to
Yeah.
be fun too.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
so what happened a few years later.
Yeah. So Sonny's in the kitchen holding a bonsai tree. And Nick's basically telling him to cut the
Yeah.
And then I didn't really take notes of like everything that had happened in the conversation, but like the way that Sonny was able to flip everything on Nick was pretty insane.
It was when he's like, "Why 6?" and he goes, "Have you not met her?"
Yeah, he's like, you've known her longer than I do. He's
Oh,
like,
that's
yeah,
good. That's good.
yeah.
I was like, "Am I on Team Sunny suddenly?" Like, yeah, you did
I
a
know.
great job.
They like really turned it around here.
Yeah. And then, but Nick is finally like, "I can't let you take her out."
Yeah.
And then Ross is like, "No, you don't understand. Like, this is just like an intellectual relationship." And Nick's mind just turns into the Max spinning beach ball. He's like, "Oh, what? What?"
Yeah. He's
Like,
totally
he has no
tuned out
idea.
here.
He has
He's like,
no
yeah.
idea what he's talking about. He's like,
Cannot
intellectual
relate.
relationship.
Cannot relate to
No,
this at
cannot.
all.
Do not know what you are saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's like Nick and Six's mom slept together. Six is an alcoholic. Maddie moved back, and we're not going to mention any of this. We get
Nope.
Six and her mom in a scene, so it's time to speed talk, and once again these two kill it, and it's to be continued. The last 2 episodes were also kind of to be continued, but weren't. But this one is
Yeah.
finally to be continued.
This one's fully to be continued. But her mom comes in saying that Sonny phoned her to talk to her. And then that's how they start arguing.
Yeah.
Is like they start doing this thing where they're both like saying the same thing at the same time really quickly. And I was like, wow, they still have more tricks up their sleeve with this. Like they did
Yeah.
it really well.
Always money with
yeah.
these two.
Yeah. So Six's mom grounds her, but then 6 runs away. And then we get next time on Blossom.
With PowerPoint transitions between the scenes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get a scene where Blossom is laying down the law dressed as a b-boy. And
Yeah,
Six's
she
mom,
goes-
it ends with Six's mom going, "I'm going to kill Sonny."
Yeah, and then Nick just goes,
got this?
okay. And then it like freezes like on his face, like really funny.
Yeah. I said, I really hope we don't actually get a part 2. And for the rest of the season, it's just like part 1s.
Yeah.
Never
Just
pay
up
off.
in the air. They never bring him back. It's never mentioned again. Yeah. So that's the end of the episode. We end on a cliffhanger to be continued. And I
And?
think it's time for something. What time is it, Phenom?
It's time for Whoa or No.
What do you got, Curtis?
Going on with another whoa. I think we have had a really good place in season 4.
Yeah, you might be right. I also gave it a whoa. I said that I like 6 getting a main story here.
Yep.
But what in the was this?
It's fair. I don't know, but again, they're just
Insane.
every storyline possible that they haven't used is coming out, which again, I think
Right.
they probably thought they had 10 more episodes. They probably were going to go
Yeah.
to season 4, episode 27 and call it a day. So
Yeah.
instead of
right.
tap dancing their way through absolute garbage like they did most of the 3rd season, they're just pulling the trigger on everything now. That's what it feels like. And it's good. They're
Sure,
they're
it's
letting
working.
they're exploring the characters. So, I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought it was good.
Agreed.
Here's my lesson.
Okay.
Older dudes are creepy. Also, Ross Geller is creepy. First, he was banging Kevin's older sister from Wonder Years, and now 6.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How badly do you think he wanted to add DJ Tanner and Judy Winslow to that list? Judy Winslow, of
Oh my
course,
God.
played by Jamie Foxworth, the youngest Winslow child, who was written out after season 4 without explanation. Seemingly due to
Correct.
budget cuts and her character's diminished role as the show focused more on Steve Urkel.
Yep.
That's it. That's my
Yep.
lesson.
Well done.
October 11th, 1993, Sal. What? Hit me. What's going on?
Well, I mean, I really feel like I hyped it up, but we're gonna go into the pit.
Okay.
There actually is no pit because Sonny, played by David Schwimmer, he returns obviously in the next
does.
episode as it's a 2-parter. But the date of this one is important because it's a full year before the premiere of Friends. Friends started September 22nd, 1994. So David Schwimmer wasn't really David Schwimmer that we know him as today when this role came out. So he must have he must have been on the short list Rolodex for NBC shows at this time. And
Friends
they brought
started
him in.
on 94.
Yeah.
Wow, I
He
thought
started
it was
the
95.
next.
Crazy.
Nope.
So he was like lining this up, like getting it out there. That's crazy.
Yep. And that's it. That's all I got.
That's wonderful. I can't believe Ross was on Blossom. I had no
I know.
idea.
It was even in the thumbnail on Disney Plus, like it was just shocking to see.
Yeah.
You're like, holy crap, it's Ross. Pretty cool.
Karate.
Pretty cool.
He plays a good scumbag.
He does. Have you ever seen on YouTube that they do Ross Geller scenes without the laugh track, and it's just like
Creepy.
it like really shows like how much of a creep he really
Yeah.
is. Like that whole karate episode where he talks to the instructor about how he wants to tackle Phoebe and Rachel. He's like, "Oh, I just want you to teach me a couple moves like if they start to fight back." And he's like, the guy's like, "What do you mean if they fight back?" He's like, "Nah, it's all right. It's just my ex-wife and my friend." He's like, "I just want to come up from behind him and choke him out or something." The guy's like, "Get the hell out of here." But like somebody took the laugh track out of that. It's like, yeah, it is pretty creepy when you put it that way, for sure.
Good stuff. All right. Phenom.
Hit us up.
Next week, season 4, episode 8, Blossom's Dilemma.
Oh, Blossom's Dilemma.
Wow.
Sounds like 6's Dilemma.
Right?
Blossom sounds like the only one that doesn't have a dilemma currently. Wherever will they take us next, Sal?
We'll find out.
Only the
We'll
brilliant
find out.
mind of Rio knows.